News at 6.
Developing now, Governor Nathan Deal is pushing for a federal disaster declaration in South Georgia after deadly weekend storms. The governor took an aerial tour above Albany, one of the hardest hit areas. More than 300 state workers are on the ground offering assistance to victims. Channel 2's Ross Cavett met with the governor in Albany. He's live with the governor's promise to those recovering. Ross?
Well, extreme frustration from residents who live down here, essentially saying if this is not a disaster area, what is? This is a shopping strip here in Albany that has been completely destroyed. Across the street over there where all the trees are mowed down, that's where the trailer parks were completely devastated, and a search for a missing 2-year-old continues even at this hour. Governor Deal flew over this area a few hours ago, calling it overwhelming.
It is almost breathtaking, and it's amazing that we did not have more loss of life than actually occurred.
Even Governor Deal couldn't get into some of the hardest hit areas around Albany. He had to tour the damage by air. He had wanted to tell residents a federal disaster declaration would bring assistance money.
I had hoped, quite frankly, that I would have had affirmation of that before I got here, but I have not received that yet.
But both the governor and Congressman Sanford Bishop believe that was only a delayed formality.
We will continue to make it happen as soon as it can possibly happen.
I said, get down, get down. About that time, it hit us. No warning, no sirens, no nothing.
D'Amica Hicks rode out the tornado with their parents. Sister Tarika Brantley dashed home to help afterwards. They tell me crews have already cleaned up a lot of Sanborn Avenue, although it still looks devastated. And like many residents here, they do not understand why federal help is not already here.
I don't know what's going on. I mean, these people, they need help just as much as we do.
I think if FEMA would just come down and just look at the devastation, talk to the people, know that where their hearts are, they would have to declare something.
The governor says the change of administration in Washington might be slowing the process a bit.
I told them this was their opportunity to show what they could do for Georgia. I hope that'll spur them on.
Well, before moving on to another storm-ravaged part of South Georgia, the governor told us that there are 776 state workers from various agencies in this area, all of South Georgia, helping people recover and repair damage from the tornadoes that moved through here this past weekend. But obviously, federal assistance is much needed. He told us he's hoping on a disaster declaration word in hours instead of days. We're live in Albany. Ross Cavett, Channel 2 Action News.